Buying a car and seeing it lose a huge chunk of value immediately is no fun. Instead of buying one of the following vehicles new, you could snag one that's a few years old, letting someone else take that value hit. That way, you get a great car for a killer price. Here are 16 cars that lose their value the fastest. Number 16. The Buick Enclave. With about a 46% devaluation within the first 3 years, the Buick Enclave drops in value like a rock with wheels. Number 15. The Cadillac SRX. Like the Buick Enclave, the SRX didn't enjoy the kind of strong demand luxury crossovers usually command. After 3 years, this Caddy loses about 47% of its original value. Number 14. The Audi A3. While this is the most affordable Audi car on the market, it loses about 47% of its original value after 3 years. Number 13. The Volkswagen Jetta. You may want to go for a certified used model instead of one fresh off the assembly line. This car loses around 48% of its value within the first 3 years. Number 12. The Chrysler 200. The lack of shoppers lining up to buy the 200 has led to over 48% of the car's value eroding within the first 3 years. Number 11. The Ford Taurus. The big sedan from the Blue Oval takes a pummeling when it comes to devaluation in the first 3 years, dropping almost 50%. Number 10. The BMW 3 Series. This car drops about half its value in the first 3 years. Of course, people often lease BMWs thanks to the fear of paying for expensive repairs. Number 9. The Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Yet another German luxury sedan, and it too loses about half its overall value within 3 years. Like BMWs, this sedan is often leased, thanks to the mortgage payment-sized repair bills. Number 8. The Volkswagen Passat. Tipping the scale at over 50% depreciation within the first 3 years. The Passat is a car you probably don't want to buy new and then resell shortly after. Number 7. The BMW 5 Series. If you really want to see your money burned, buy a brand new BMW 5 Series. It loses around 53% of its initial value in the first 3 years, which almost matches the M5 0-60 time. Number 6. The Volvo S60. The previous generation of the sedan loses about 59% of its value within 5 years. All that safety equipment doesn't protect your hard-earned cash. Number 5. The Land Rover Range Rover. The retail price for one of these ultra-luxurious SUVs is pretty steep. But if you pick up one that's about 5 years old, you'll get about a 59% discount. Number 4. The Chevrolet Volt. If you opt for one that's about 5 years old, this electric hybrid car loses around 59% of its value by then. That way, you'll save on gas and vehicle costs. Number 3. The Lincoln MKZ. Jim Carrey did a parody of the Matthew McConaughey Lincoln commercials, stating that nobody buys a Lincoln because it makes sense. That might be true, since the mid-sized luxury sedan loses close to 60% of its original value after 5 years. Number 2. The BMW 7 Series. The biggest BMW sedan is also the biggest loser of value, with about 63% of it melting away in 5 years. Repairs to all that cutting-edge tech could cost you your firstborn child. Number 1. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Not to be outdone by a Beamer, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class takes almost a 64% price drop at 5 years. You can chalk a lot of that up to the envelope-pushing features that love to break and cost a small fortune to fix. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe for more Insider Car News videos.